problem again is that everybody allows these people to talk and then says, "Oh, it's just a comedy skit." When this is an assessment of stuff that's just stupid. I think he's high school educated. He don't know nothing, and y'all gotta start telling him that he don't know nothing. All y'all teachers that went to got masters and can talk this down, y'all gotta tell him, stop being quiet in the living room because you don't want to be the one to make everybody feel bad about the ignorance that's on TV. This come on TV, turn it off in your house. Now you might not be able to in somebody else's house, and explain to your kids and your husband why you turned it off. This is racist. This is stupid. Let me explain to you. So again, let me read it again. Maybe now, if we didn't spend all our money on rims, we might have some to invest. Myth 4 in this report. I did this report with Sandy Darity. We all are used to it. I did an article on racial wealth gap. Understand in the report what we said in Myth 4. Black people saving more will close the racial wealth gap. That is
Discovery. Look inside and tell me what you see. Discovery. Look outside and tell me what you see. Discovery. Look inside and tell me what you see. Nah, let's take a journey. Tell me what you see. Let's take a trip for discovery. Look into the background, working in the sands. The pyramid builder as the first man. Following the pole star straight hearts. Evolving from the black, cause the black is where it starts. Original, my brothers. Consisting of kings, priests, architects, and lovers. Four brothers, we move on. I think I use my melanin and step into the sun. It's a glorious, a beautiful, a bright, shiny day. Think I call upon the let them know I'm on my way. A tisket, a tasket, no money for a casket. Look into community as things are getting drastic. Evolving from a sleeper, straight in neck. Looking at my ride as my brother select crack. Where does it come from? Where does it grow? The answer to these questions everybody knows. Discovery. Look outside and tell me what you see. Discovery. Look inside and tell me what you see. Discovery. Look outside and tell me what you see. Discovery. Look inside and tell me what you see. Discovery. Look outside and tell me what you see. Now let's take a journey, tell me what you see. Let's take a trip for discovery. Sitting on the seashore waiting for a ship. Chains my hands, swords on my hips. Don't want to move, feel the fury of the lash. This is a glimpse of what happened in the past. So back on the ship is a breed, exposed to elements, heat and disease. Brothers just chain up, I have to listen to my sisters getting late. Lying on the hard floor, shit's in my hair. Hips were raw, smell of piss in the air. Trying to survive, but that's still my bet. But I know I'm gonna make it, cause my soul I direct. I lie in prep, the shit just nah. But who else could make this journey but a God? Discovery. Look outside and tell me what you see. Discovery. Look inside and tell me what you see. Discovery. Look outside and tell me what you see. Discovery. Look inside and tell me what you see.
I'd like to call on the ancestors and the Creator watch over us as we do this African pledge. I pledge allegiance to my people.
I pledge allegiance to my people.
The African race.
The African race.
The original man and woman of the planet Earth.
The original man and woman of the planet Earth.
And the founders of civilization.
And the founders of civilization.
I pledge to continue to struggle.
I pledge to continue to struggle.
Which will help to bring my beloved brothers and sisters.
Which will help to bring my beloved brothers and sisters.
To total freedom.
To total freedom.
I pledge to study and discipline myself.
I pledge to study and discipline myself.
Spiritually, mentally, and physically.
Spiritually, mentally, and physically.
So I may grow into a soldier for justice.
So I may grow into a soldier for justice.
Because my people need strong and intelligent warriors.
Because my people need strong and intelligent warriors.
I pledge to live my life standing tall.
I pledge to live my life standing tall.
For a person on his knees is not respected.
For a person on his knees is not respected.
If I am challenged, I must say I will not surrender.
I must say I will not surrender.
My position or my dignity.
My position or my dignity.
But instead I will endure.
But instead I will endure.
Until the final victory is won.
Until the final victory
What's up, y'all? Stop the violence is the name of the scene. This brother come to kick some reality. Black on black crime must cease to stop. Cause you're killing one another with a gun for a rock. And on the other hand, you got the Ku Klux Klan promoting all your brothers cause you're killing your own man. Stupidity. Yes, you think you reign supreme. I got a question. What's up with MLK's dream? A dream that a real man died for. We need to stop the violence and put our needs to the floor. And respect one another cause it's God's way. Cause now in the day, they think it's premeditated. I'm crazy, but I know that's where you're living. Well, if you don't do violence, they say that you're tripping. And you're tripping and you're off to the wrong start. They act like you know, and give me things from the heart. Let's go to school, get a degree, and be a role model. You never know in the future that you could be somebody's idol. Stop the violence, grab a hand. This beast is the master plan. So let me ask you this, yo, are we in there? Pump it up one time. Increase the peace. 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 I'm about to kick you, I'm about stopping violence. Steady as I flush up in this and give me silence, yo. I knew a brother who used to deal a dime, sell a few quarters just to get a nine. He was broke, in other words, fine. But in my mind, the brother was declining. A straight ass shooter who went straight to an F. Got in a squabble with his brother and he took his last breath. Damn, got the juice from killing his blood. The only true person in his life that he loved. Walking through the streets and he got caught by a bullet to the head is where he got shot. I can't understand why we do what we do. Executing another brother for a new pair of shoes. We need to cease the violence before we start to change. Cause if our children figures out that we're not in the same game, it's over. With no future to live to. And like us, they'll become recruits too. Where I'm from is the same old stuff. Blacks killing blacks just to show their nuts. You know that's whack.
My ancestors have made me things. I must declare myself a genius.
Why do that?
I'm a genius. Whenever I am myself, I practice my geniusness and do great things. All my thoughts, choices, and deeds must express my geniusness.
I am a genius. My decisions must always be in the best interest of myself, my family, my people, and my God. For I and everyone I know that I am a genius.
I am a genius. At all times, my geniusness must reflect my culture. My geniusness must serve my God. My geniusness must make me be one in love and harmony with my family. My geniusness must protect my people. Yes, at all times, I must demonstrate excellence because I am a genius.
Question too. It can be on the record, off the record. It can be on the record. I heard Bob Johnson said he's talking to the higher powers, I guess the government, about our reparations. And I guess the numbers that they come up with were about 3. Name is Saul here in Ngozi, Northern Light Shopping Center. You want more than just a nice cut? Good conversation, good vibe, good music. Come see me at 3512 Cleveland.
smell mint.
The African Heritage Diet consists of 6 lessons. Lessons where we reach back to our African heritage to find culturally appropriate health and wellness practices that help us to move forward as a people that are whole in mind, body, and spirit. Lesson 1 is herbs and spices. Lesson 2 are greens. Greens is the widest part in the base of the African Heritage Diet food pyramid, so many greens should be consumed. And as you move up the pyramid, those are the things that you consume in lesser proportionate amounts. Whole grains, lesson 3. Beans and rice, lesson 4. Tubers and mashes, lesson 5. Lesson 6. Fruits, vegetables, and a healthy lifestyle.
Women, but the most important goddesses were black, not just for the African now, in the civilization of the Greeks. The Greek was so profoundly affected by the Africans that the goddess of chastity was a black woman, Artemis. The goddess of wisdom was a black woman, Minerva. The goddess of beauty was a black woman, Diana. And many of their great mythological figures which were critical to the vision of history, the history of the Greeks in the Odyssey. The woman who draws, who has the power to draw Odysseus and all his crew into her, is Circe, who is represented as a black woman with African features on the Greek vases. The woman who helps Jason win the Golden Fleece is a black woman, Medea. The woman who marries Perseus, the Greek hero.
What is a lion, a whale without his pod? What is a monkey without his troop? What is a wolf without his pack? The answer is very simple. They are the same thing that a human being is without a tribe. Pray.
To have melanin embedded in our skin is a gift. Oh my gosh, when I say too black, you say too strong. Too black? Too strong? Yeah. We were born to be great. Oh my gosh, when I say too black, you say too strong. Too black? Born to be great.
Oh, it's time to... I'm so excited. Sitting up here. Kid Magic. Kid Magic rock. Shouts out. Here we go. Drink your water. Come on, come
Come on, drink your water, but first, take your breath and drink some water.
Take your breath.
Take your breath and drink some water.
Take your breath.
Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Drink, 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 drink. Or should I say, breathe, breathe, then drink.
Take a breath. Take your breath.
Now, grab your glass for some water.
Grab your glass.
Lift your pitcher of that water.
Or a bottle.
Get that pitcher of that water. Simply pour some water. Drink, 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 drink.
Drink your
or should
water.
I say, lift, pour, then drink. Now move your body and drink some water.
Move your body.
Move your body and drink some water.
Move your body.
Move your body and drink some water. Bam. Just move your body. Drink, 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 drink.
Drink your
or should
water.
I say, move, then drink.
Move your body. Move your body.
Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors, fam. Just raise your glass. Drink, 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 drink.
Drink your
or should
water.
I say, raise, toast, then drink. Take your breath and drink some water.
Take your breath.
Lift and pour yourself some water.
Pour.
Move your body, drink some water.
Move it.
Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Breathe, lift, move, toast. But remember to stay healthy. Remember the four pillars. Breathe, drink, eat, move. Drink half your weight in ounces.
Eat a culturally appropriate diet.
Behave. Take your breath.
Come on.
Lift and pour.
You can do it.
Move your body.
Come on. Come on.
Toast your ancestors. Drink up.
Come on. Drink it. Drink it. Drink it. Come on. You can do it. Come on. Drink it. Lift it. Drink it. Come on. Drink that health in.
Drink, 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 drink.
Drink your water.
Take your breath.
Take your breath. Take your breath.
Lift and pour.
Lift it.
Move your body.
Come on. Come on.
Toast your ancestors. Drink, 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 drink. Drink your water. Drink, 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 drink.
Come on. Come on.
Drink your water. Take your breath. Lift and pour.
Come on, pour it.
Move your body.
Move. Family, come on.
Toast your ancestors. Drink, 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 drink.
What?
Drink your water. Drink, 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 drink. Drink your water. Good morning, family. What's going on? Man. We up, we toasting. About to get these ancestors lifted up, family, and get our day started, our marvelous day started. Wanted to once again thank Brother John Calhoun for coming out. Also want to thank Brother Shaka for calling in last night for the show. Made it kind of short because we was on, I was going on like 3 hours. I was like, I better go to sleep. Because that this is not full time for me. This is not full time for me yet, family. Maybe we could work towards that, where we can, we can do this all day. But I got to get up, I got to get my mind right because I don't know what I'm going to be facing. Because like I said, we don't know what changes are coming with the whole education piece, whether good or bad or indifferent, you know what I'm saying? So we got a lot of work to do.
work, 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 work. So and that's what we're gonna be doing. You know what I'm saying? So I'm playing it by ear, and then on top of that, we're moving. I'm just like just ready for the big lifting. You know what I'm saying? I'm just ready for the big lifting. So I'm gonna have to arrange a moving party. Get a group of people that can help me get their mass together. Go and help me get this stuff, put it in storage, and move on to the next part, next phase of the journey. That's what we're gonna do. Like I said, be on the lookout for some gifts. I'm lining up a whole nother group of books that need to be formatted for ebook status, and y'all gonna be getting some real good stuff. I'm gonna redo some ebooks. We got a little bit more know-how now, so we're gonna go on and just package them, and we're gonna set up some other deals for the family members, especially those people that are supporters. So we building, we're moving, we're grooving. I'm kind of feeling bad because I wanted to really, really do a festival or do some camping trips. You know what I'm saying? Because but it is what it is, man. It is what it is. I was expecting a real good year this year. You know what I'm saying? Try to get as many people out as possible. You know what I'm saying? Allow my young people to see some of see us come together and do some stuff and do some big stuff. And I don't even know how Kwanzaa gonna be. That's what's even worse about this piece, because how are we gonna deal with Kwanzaa? You know what I'm saying? I mean, there's been some conversation, but I mean, am I streaming Kwanzaa too? Well, I usually do anyway, but make sure we got the proper equipment. So those that can't make it to Kwanzaa here or whatever, but Sister Jill got something for y'all though. She been thinking. I think it's gonna be nice. It's gonna be nice. It's gonna require some work, but I think it's gonna be nice, right? But anyway, it's time for us to do this toast, and I put on there institutions today, because like one of the things that Brother John was talking about was documentaries, right? Documenting. And you need, in a sense, we need institutions to back that type of stuff, And we're trying to build Gye-Nyame Journey Media into an institution. We're working on building that. Tawi is formulating. Actually, Tawi may be considered an institution at this point in time for as long as they have been around. So, you know what I'm saying? We're trying to formulate those community institutions so that when we do have a bright young person or a bright middle-aged person or a bright older person that comes with a viable idea, we can actually look at it and be able to pull some levers and make some shit happen. You know what I'm saying? That's what institutions are about. It's about being able to create the deliverables for the people. Create, you know what I'm saying? Be able to bring the as they say, the tangibles, or at least assist in bringing the tangibles to the community, keeping that culture alive, keeping the thing that the institution was built around alive, and keep it vibrant. That's what institutions do. You know what I'm saying? And institutions stand in place of human beings because we have limited lifetimes. So institutions can carry an agenda forward beyond the living, breathing person. It could take the agenda of a group forward, and that's what we're laying the foundation for, because many of the institutions that have been developed in our community, we're starting to realize that the central theme for them is not necessarily is not towards our benefit. So we need to go on and start creating or taking over institutions and guiding them. But I'm more into building, because a lot of times, it's kind of hard to put somebody on the inside of something without them really being truly affected by it. You understand? You know what I'm saying? You can't immerse yourself in shit and come out smelling like a rose. It don't. You know what I'm saying? You're going to smell like shit. There's going to be some changes. You know what I'm saying? This is why, I mean, I don't know if y'all remember some of these movies where they talk about deep cover and stuff like that. There was a movie, I can't remember the brother's name. A little dark-skinned brother looked like Wesley Snipes. He did a movie about a drug dealer in Cincinnati, Ohio, and he went in deep cover, and they showed the part where he went in, how they picked him, how he got in, how he brought the dude down, and how he played the role. So he got so involved that he needed a couple of months to he needed time to decompress so that he could find himself again, because he became the character. So they showed him within that decompression aspect of that, where he was provided pay and enough money so that he could live, so that he could get his mind back, so he could get back on track, because he became attached. You know what I'm saying? Anybody that ever acted and you really had a role that you enjoy, you could carry that role with you. So sometimes you need time to decompress yourself, to separate yourself from that character. So when you talk about taking something and going inside and changing it from the inside, especially when the institution was built around ideas that are counter you, you start becoming counter you. Some of the opinions that you start to have start to become counter you. So what we're doing is we're sending our people into this place, expecting them to make changes, but they can't make the changes because they start to change. They still hold on to some of the remnants of us, but a lot of the philosophy, a lot of the ideas, a lot of the way things work in there are designed to get everybody that's involved to start thinking in a certain way. Because an institution, how can I put it? An institution has a flow. How you doing, Miss Sapphire? An institution has a flow. And you can resist the flow for a little while, but if you resist it too much, they're going to kick you out. So you're going to start flowing with it. And then in some strange way, it's going to start making logical sense for you, because in that reality, the methods that are working work. So you want to bring that with you. I mean, so it's kind of hard. So we have to build our own institutions, right? We have to build our own institutions to compete, to challenge, and in some cases to destroy institutions that have been designed to compete and destroy ours. We have to build those institutions and understand this is what we up against. This is what's going on. This is what's going on. And we got to be very clear about that, right? So when John bring an idea like that, you know, we need to have the institutional might to be able to be like, we can do that. Or, no, we can't. See, no, we're not going to do it. And this is why. You know, but we need to be at least have forces within our community where we could bring groups together and be able to be like, yo, $2 million, $250,000. So what you gonna do with the money? And I really don't think that's too far off, family. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of us is starting to get it. A lot of us are really, really, really starting to get it. A lot of us are on the verge of awakening. So it's time for us to get into this toast. Let's get it. All right. I'm drinking up a little bit more of that cola nut ambrosia. Let's see. Let's get it. All right. First, giving honor to the Creator by whatever name you choose to call that Creator. We lift up our glass and we salute that Creator with the mighty word of Ashe. Thank you. From there, family, we move on to our list of our ancestors. And the list is growing, and as the list grows, so does our tribe. As our tribe grow, so does our power. As our power go, so does our freedom. All right. So I got the list right here. I'm gonna go as far as I can by memory, so I'm gonna turn it down, and I'll flip it over when I need some help. Hopefully, I don't black out again. We got Miles Brown, Ms. Ann, Robert and Texana Davis, Herman Brown, Senior, Rosalie Tilly, Georgia William, Walter, Christopher Fanny Gasson, Eileen, Uncle Chris, I'm Fiend, Cleveland and Geneva Brown, Margaret Ellis, Wash Ellis, Cecil Ellis, Alvaro Brown, Gina Gaines, Herman Brown II, Barbara Twiggs, Wash Ellis, Katie Ellis, Nikki Ellis, Jamon Jones, Jeremiah Tappan, John Fallard, Montague Pimenel, No More X, Pet Mile, Rob Malika Fakour, Dr. Marianne Williams, Kojo Kamal, Elder Farmer, Elder Millie Dixon, Tony Clark, Pastor Yusuf Weston, Elder Ajani, Elder Ron Coleman, Elder Robert Donaldson, Alfred Brofro, Hector Jr., J. Edwards, Carlisle Harris, Grace Lundy, Inez Harris, William Bill Moss, Willis Rose, Sterling and Lucy Wright, Derek Gale Pullian, the Luxor Brothers, Ms. Eda Brooks Crawley, Miss Marie Nelson, Mr. Frederick Crawley Sr., Miss Jerry Brunson, Mr. Alonzo Johnson, Miss Marie McDowell, Janet Foster, Charles Jordan, Kel Smith, Walter Smith, Richard Trigg, Francis Johnson, Mary Franklin, Jimmy William, Dane Ford, George Gibson, Nana the Brother Clark, Inez McCrae, Fritz Clark, Frankie Justice, Katie Justice, Derek Renderman, Virginia Rogers, Reverend James Smith, Lewis Henderson, Calvin Spratling, Mary Elizabeth Walker, Raymond Walker Sr., Sarah Jane Carter, Michael Ford Jr., Kellen D. Russell, Susie B. Smith, Teresa Clay, Meldell Hodge Jr., Herman Copeland, Mildred Copeland, Jenny Clayburg, B.D. Sale Weller, B. the Farmer, Ago Sosu, Cheryl Harvey, Aunt Charmaine, Aunt Evelyn, Theolis Hasbury, Harvey Hasbury Sr., Leonard Dixon, T.C. Islam, Terrell Dunbar, Will Thomas, Sarah Berry, Mark Walsh, Merle B. Thorne, Pearl G. Thorne, Ida Johnson, Florence M. Carter, Joanne Thorne, Erica Tricia Lewis, Juanita Wright, Robert Wright, George Wright, Mary Eliza Frederick Davis, Mary Roger Frederick Davis, Mary Elizabeth. How in the world did I make it that far? I lost my mind. We got Mary Eliza Frederick Davis, Mary Elizabeth Rogers, Mary Esther Keachler Reese, Linda Watson Hammonds, Jarrell Giles Watson, Sparrow, Slimmy Selvin Lewis, Andrew Holmes, Percy Moore, Mildred Owens, Booker T. Bowden, Charlie Hunt, Sammy Stover, Heather Pearson, Sturgeon Thornton, Richard Thornton, Lavina Hall, Freeman Bankster, Mary Moss, Sophia Peacock, Willie Thornton, Napoleon Kenty, Mark Ramsey, Paul Ramsey, Matt Ramsey, David Ramsey, Charles E. Thornton, Frankie Quells, Bernice Quells, Ernestine Jackson, Frankie Johnson, Teresa Mormon, Leon Johnson, James W. West Sr., James Parham, Dana Jones, Henry World, James Farmer, Mary Chavez, Leon Grace, Bessie Johnson, Annie Levester, Mary Moreland, Paul Moreland, Noda Caleb, Rosemary Martinier, Amatep Wellman, Fred Douglas Triggs Sr., Thelma Triggs, Thomas and Lula Berry, Lacey Ellen Ohio, Frank Russell Davis. Right. Frank Russell Davis. Lost my thought. Frankie Russell and Davis, Fred Douglas Triggs II, Bina Triggs, Reverend Eddie Fuller, Helen Fuller, Eugene Jackson Sr., Richard Ellis, Silas Alexander, Charles Maxwell, Percy May Alexander, Arthur Reynolds, Stanley Lockhart, Ricky Lockhart, William Lockhart, Woodrow Lockhart, Brenda Porter, Deacon Hargrove, Carlos Sawyer, Andrew Parker, Doris Donald, Ellis Murphy, D'Amico Russell, Diddy Monares, Gina Ruth Jones, Janet Callahan, whoa, that's the end. Okay. So I made two mistakes. Oh, we getting better, family. William Walter West, Nigel Perez, Elder Basiji Panani, Jim Robinson, Gladys Johnson, Valerie Clark, John and Mary Sullivan, Dirk Johnson, Antonio Johnson, Delise Waters, DeVitas Hines, Inez Bostic, Anna Bostic, Winifred Scantleberry, Wilson Headley, Elma Hines, Phyllis Lee, Eugene Spratling, Kevin Spratling, Charles Wooden, Petey Brown, Roy Lee Printup Jr., Minion Johnson, Wilbur Longmire, Candy, Janice Carter, Michael Carter, Leon Pina Carter, Mark Carter, William Carter, Lisa Jordan, Charles Lee Mosley, Dorothy R. Blair, Ransom Evans Sr., Sam Evans Sr., Nayland Blair Sr., Edward Stevens, Suman Stevens, Joe Davis, Timothy Butler, Gene Holmes, Dana Jones, Peter Charles, Christy Nichols, Cardinal Robinson, Rosemary Charles, Ada Pearl, Bob Ingalls, Jack Wallace, Warren M. Finch, Warren P. Finch, Tim Ingalls, Arthur Finch, William Billingsley Jr., Jennifer Sensabaugh, Hazel Gasson, Jerry Brantley, Brian Watson Jr., Kaniko Parsons, Jason Kathy Bradford, Thomas Bradley, also known as Uncle Buki, also known as Gypsy, Reverend Roosevelt Word the First, Stacey Trash, Frank Smith, Mother Bertha, Michael Leonard, David Brown, Carter, June Cox, Will Cox, Paula Cox, Ronald Urban, Judy Hubbard, Irene Johnson, Francis Booth Jefferson, Dan Wilkinson Sr., Emma McClendon, Jerry Doyle, Amina Robinson, Mary Nichols, Patricia Williams, Shabaka Teray, Greg G2 Gibson, Donna Hill, Richard Glebus, Lee Irby, Tommy Irby, Boy Irby, Jim Goshe, George and Hallie Johnson, Archie Margaret Armstead, Diane Scott, Erica Armstrong, Claire Fox, Gene Evans, Archie Beck, Anna McGill, Charles McDaniel, Christine Cottrell, Becca, Alice Arnold, Arthur Arnold, Hattie Reed, Charles Reed, Eula and Andrew Baker, Patricia and Edwin Brooks, Gwendolyn and Bob Hatch, Kimball Vernon, Bradley Kim, Janie Harriet Tubman Case, Spencer Sturgis, Sally Mae Baker, Ethel Baker, Creola Baker, Geneva Baker, Aaron Eno Baby Hatch, Sr., Mally Miller, Housie Hashtag Cleveland, Mother Gibson, Ags Nixon, John Bowie, Lester and Rachel Saunders, Dorita Ross, Riola Ross, Robert Nelson, Francis Stevenson, Leroy Stokes, Neely Johnson, Fletcher Swan, Manny and Charlie Scott, Audie Casey, Thomas Cofer, Vivian Stevenson, Mona Ann Lewis, Cornetta Lyman Lewis, John Jackson, William Dallas Lewis, Mary Francis, Chappelle Jackson, Michael Slade, Joanne Perkins, Richard Jackson, Martha Ford Dawson, Big Mama, Nanny Harris, Eva Ford, James Harrison, Margaret Towns, Mary Williams, Leroy Q. Heath Sr., Albert Moore, Miss Vanilla, Alice Miley, Geraldine Elizabeth, Douglas Thompson, Erton Houston, Led Alls, Elijah Alls, Jerome Alls, Henry West Staten, Joe Jamel Alls, M. Pierce, Donald Carter, Lily Green, Nathan Green, Beth Bond, John Dewey, Ruth Beard, Tim Butler, Remy Loa Newton, J.B. Foggy, Thomas Newton Sr., Baba Naeem, Jeanette Sanders, Jerry C. Sanders, Roy Pruitt, H.J. Bradley Sr., Henry Wilson, Rupert Jenkins, Minnie Wilson, Captain Sanders, Muriel Ellis, Elizabeth Sanders, Henrietta Irby, Mitchell Armstead, Margaret Armstead, Captain Anthony, Ruby Brown, Charles Walker Sr., Charlie Walker, Cecil Russell, Diane Irvin, Haroon Phillips, William Ford, Margaret Logan, Phyllis Barnett, Lee Irvin Sr., Michael Irvin, Ozella Watson, Hugo Watson, John Carwell Sr., Robert Lee Carwell, Nevaeh Mitchell, Ron McCormick Sr., Sabrina Easy, Rishon Easy, Jabez McCormick, Barbara Ann Reed, Dorothy Ann Reed, John Reed, Shekamaha Reed Jr., John Reed Jr., Patricia Reed, Edward R. Benson Sr., Ethel H. McNair, Lord Fernandez, Jack Broaders, Reginald Oliver, Mazarin Coper, George Swan, Imani Grayson, Charles Scott, Charles A. Scott, Michael Morgan, Charlene Morgan, Sybil Edwards McNabb, Annie Ferguson, William Ferguson, Shelby McClendon. We also have Joella Giles, James Carswell. We have Roberta Adams, also known as Aunt Sis. We have Elder Shaka McNair. We got Anthony Brown, Cynthia, we got Jonathan Ford, Lonnie Gaucher, Cousin Tony, Michael Johnson, James Jimmy Johnson, Barbara Shane Lewis, Ronald Sheldon Jr., Damian Top, Christina Banks, Joseph Bingham, Quincy Mama, Aunt Lady, Abraham Isaac Cundup, Aunt Barbara Lewis, Renee Johnson, Joy, Ryan Ross Riggins, Jermonte, Marcus Price, Ness Words, Marshawn McKill, Demetrius Beard, Herb Jefferson, Ralph Mickens, Eric Walker, Quasi Sample, Candace Simmons, Severn Clayton, Leonard Jones, Sadie Garner, Melvin Scott Sr., Elder Clarence Lunkin, Elizabeth Johnson, Frank Smith, Stacey Trice, Denise Goray, Nathaniel Hassan Turner, Khalid is in transition, also known as Nigel Turner, Demetrius Lewis Flynn, Alberta Woods, Geneva Simmons, Daniel Tilley, Angeline Gantz, Reaper, Oscar Kane, Audrey Gripper, Dominique Nichols, Ruth Elaine Johnson, Teresa Sambu, Aunt Maxine, Uncle James, Henry Manga III, Tamara Dowdy, Nicole Harris, Julia Taylor, Richard Bozeman II, Ruth Carter, John Carter, Mr. Thornton, Johanna, Jasandra Lynette Lewis, Henderson Mosley, Charles Jordan, Henry S. II, Fannie L. Webb, Dan Walton, Alalti Sue Walton, Emma Walton, James, Randolph Gile, Sonny, Pete Walton, William Walton, Fred Powers, Elijah Wine, Hakeem Nkomo, Alberta T. Davis, Charles Davis, Willie R. Mackey, also known as Dr. Creamy Mackey, Victor Bowden, Drusilla Kitty Berger, Lucy White, Robert Lee White, Emma Jean White, Talton, Roger White, R.L. White, Jesse White, Ruby Jewel White, Jessica Carl White, Desi Woods, T.L.R. Woods Lennox, Jim Woods, Lizzie Woods, Juanita Alexander Brown, Cynthia Ann Wright, Richard Dorsey, Annie Simpson, Jamara Simpson, Regina Hopkins, Joseph Simpson, Nettie Dorsey, Eleanor Hopkins, Edward Webster, Alice Webster, Ivy Webster, Arnella Willis, Ethel Lane, Samantha DeMond, Ethel Marshall, Steve Dougie Shelton, William Bill Walker, Carl Rico Johnson, Kim Gray, Stuart A. Johnson, Edward Young III, Isaac Jackson Sr., Drusilla Merrill, Wayne Young, Christina Young, Thomas Young, Frank Merrill, Sylvester Foster, James and Lizzie Winston, Abe and Julia Lawrence, Ozell Leathers Sr., Gladys Coper, Ozell Leathers Jr., Geneva Jackson, R.J. Lacey, also known as Toot the Don, Sabre Winston, Chris Kinney, Margaret Minter, Mary Smith, Juanita Florine Stith Gibbs, Carl William Duncan Jr., Janet Callahan, Danny Hill, Miko D. Nice Hill, Andre Martin, Mabel Williams, Terry Brown, Teresa Biddle, Lavonna Kincaid, Carla Sawyer, Reverend Jesse Porter, Deacon Ezekiel Dennis, Brenda Porter, Craig Lee Jones, Granny Beulah, Papa Al Riesland, Inez Smith, George Gamble Sr., Joseph Garrett, LaShonda Jamar, Leroy Raleigh, Mona, Yolanda Hunter, Yvonne Patrice Turner, Herman Reeves, Amanda Reeves, Josh Reeves, Lena Kate, Herman Reeves, Pam Johnson, Vera and Reese Fisher, Jerry Joseph McCallop, also known as Mama Moon, Sheila Anley, Panchita Alba. We lift up our glass and we salute these ancestors as we usually do on a daily basis. We lift up our glass, we salute them, right? The energy is flowing, family. Grab onto some of it. It's out here, right? The energy is here. We lift up our glass, we say Ashe. From there, family, we move to the present moment. I want to give all of the Ujima born a round of applause. All right. We are on Ujima. Ujima. All the Ujima born. I said Ujima. I mean Ujima born. Let's get the Ujima born. So as we usually do, I want to ask all my family out there, family, if you would please activate your reticular formations. Get out there and seek Ujima out. It's out there. It's just waiting for you. It's waiting for you. Hold on, something wrong here. I hope it don't crash, but I'm going to have to change something real quick. It's waiting for you. It's waiting for you. All right, so, I wonder. All right, but anyway, so we on Ujima, right? If you don't know what Ujima means, and if you don't know why we call today Ujima, you need to go to the free GNJecourse.com. Let's go. Let's see if that worked. Boom. Yeah, there we go. Go to that free ecourse.com, free GNJecourse.com, right? Check us out. You know what I'm saying? Let's build. Join the tribe. Join the tribe. But for those that don't know, Ujima means collective work and responsibility. And we're seeking that out today. That's the principle today. You could post up pictures of when it's happening around you, or videos to Gye-Nyame Journey. We'll gladly share them, like them. It's hashtag Ujima, hashtag Ujima Found, or hashtag Ujima Day, hashtag Ujima Baby, hashtag Ujima, hashtag. You just, long as Ujima's in there, we can find it, okay? So, the demonic principle today is righteousness. The M7 for the day was respect. The color is blue, as you can see by the blue Daily Toaster shirt, right? We got vibration, which is the Hermetic law today. We got the male name for Kwaku. We got the female Akua. Now, for those that are doing the 21-day Nguzo Saba challenge, now I'm gonna show y'all this. This is what the form look like, right? So, those that are doing the 21-day challenge, it is a version of this available on the internet now. If you are a supporter, you go to your library and you can find it. But I'm coming out with a newer one, so kind of wait for that version because it's gonna be hot. It's gonna be hot. I gotta finish the introduction. It's not gonna be that long of a book, but what we want to do today is we want to cover the proverb of the day. We're coming from the African Openings to the Tree of Life. Is a proverb from the first chapter, is the fourth proverb. Human beings shape their destinies according to the relationship between the outer and inner head, said the knowledge holders. So the proverb of the day, human beings shape their destinies according to the relationship between the outer and the inner head, say the knowledge holders. That's being pulled from African Deep Thought, the workbook. It'll be made available very, very soon in a digital format. Those who are members of the support, those that are supporting us, I ain't got to worry about it. It'll be in your library, and it's gonna be tight. I'm telling you, I done ran into some stuff. I don't know how to do it, so I got to get somebody else to do it. And part of the thing I'm figuring out is, the term "staying in your lane" is very, very becoming more and more relevant for me as I get older, because it's like with the newsletter. I was trying to do the newsletter. I got I was trying to get other people to help, but now I got other people doing it. But I was trying to do the newsletter, then trying to do the shows, and then trying to blog, and then trying to do the evening shows, and then what I'm saying. It's like I want to stay in my lane. You know what I'm saying. And then trying to write. You know what I'm saying. So there is ways in which all this stuff can be worked around. And like I said, the system is coming together for me. It's slowly but surely working. And like I said, family, y'all going to be getting some real quality stuff coming out real soon. Because I may be changing some of my backgrounds. I need just a little bit of time. Time. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I was going to work on it while I was fasting. But y'all saw that shit didn't work out, because for a minute I couldn't even say consider ancestors' name. But anyway, we want to lift up our glass to this present moment, because right now, in this moment, is our power. Right now, we need to grasp this moment. We need to work with it. We need to go on and struggle through it, right? Because we got to carve out our children's space and time. And what we do with this moment is all important. So we lift up our glass and we say, Ashe. From there, we move to our future. Our children, our children's children, onto infinity. We lift up our glass and we salute them, and we say, Ashe. From there, family, where do we go? I'm going to tell you where we go. It's a very simple journey. We're going to move over to all of our relations. We're going to lift up our glass, and we're going to salute all of our relations. And with that, we say, Ashe. From all of our relations, family, we move to that selfish toast. This is for you. What is it that you need right now in this moment to move towards the greater you, the greatest you, right? What is it? We lift up the glass for it. You gonna say it. Closed mouths don't get fed, right? Ashe. From there, family, we gonna move to the tribe. Lift up your tribe, right? We lifting up our tribe. Mine's the Gye-Nyame. Say your tribe, right? If you don't have a tribe, welcome home, right? We lift up our Gye-Nyame. Next thing, last but not least, we gonna toast the most magnificent, the most marvelous, the most wonderful, uplifting, outstanding. We're going to toast the wisest, the bravest. I need one more word. The bravest and the most inspirational individual in the room. I raise my glass up to you, as we do every day. I toast you. And we say, Ashe. 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 Family, I wish you peace, power, joy, and 100 years. Let me sip. Oh, goodness. All right. Let's see if there's anything new on the Gye-Nyame timeline before I get up out of here. I think I posted something, or maybe somebody else posted something. Yeah, family, feel free to post stuff up on Gye-Nyame Journey timeline. And also, feel free to make your comments on the toast. Let me go on view as visitor. Then I'm going to bring y'all on over. Let's see if I fix this, if it's working right yet. New screen. Oh. I just fixing on it. All right. Let's see. All right. Yeah, it was a little bit, the transition was a little bit slow. I'm working on that. I got to go back on that. I'm going to get these transitions together. But, of course, I got the flag. Y'all seen the Daily Toaster flag fly, right? I know y'all seen the Daily Toaster flag fly. So I'm learning a few little video tricks. You know what I'm saying? Working on it. Getting better. I'm on, put together a few commercials, and like I said, some of these skills, can help other people with their stuff. I've been trying to get some of the close family members, especially my supporters, kind of give me some information or idea behind a commercial, because I got a lot of these commercials, that I could switch around, that I could move around, and that I could go on and do. But let me go back to view as a visitor. Well, actually, we already here. Let's go and stay here. All right, we got, they said people reached June 17th to, it went down. All right, we'll skip that right now. All right, that's me talking about today's show. All right, let them eat cake. Oh, yeah. New Ivanka Trump initiative tells out of work Americans to find something new. And I was just stating that kind of sounds like that Marie Antoinette quote that they constantly talk about. You know what I'm saying? Because, the poverty wasn't real for her. And just like it is not for Ivanka, so she could say something as simple as find something new. It makes sense in the world that she might live in. It makes sense to try to find something new. But for her to say it and in a fashion, it could be taken as, because Marie Antoinette, she didn't understand everybody didn't have cake, or possibly she didn't care. And maybe it's the same for her. I don't know. But, that was, simple solution. There's a way you could put it. Because, a lot of us going to have to find something new. We're going to have to do something new. We're going to have to create new hustles or do multiple hustles. Because that's where it's getting to right now. Here we go. Let's look at the Great Pumpkin. The Great Pumpkin is always up to some fuckery, man. Oh, they're going to make me sign in. Okay, they got us in. G&J Media. All right. So let's go. There we go. Here go the Great Pumpkin. Let's go and play the Great Pumpkin's interview here. He's so funny.
Let's talk about George. You said George Floyd's death was a terrible thing.
Terrible.
Why are African Americans still dying at the hands of law enforcement in this country?
And so are white people. So are white people. What a terrible question to ask. So are white people. More white people, by the way. More white people.
Well, it's Great Pumpkin. It's more white people in the United States. It's almost like 5-1, right? So it should, if there are people dying at the hand of police, it should statistically be more white people.
We're going to be beat up.
Wait, on July 14th? Okay, here we go.
Badly, if they were lucky, if they were lucky. They were going to be beat up badly, and the house was going to be totally ransacked and probably burned down like they tried to burn down churches. And these people were standing there, never used it, and they were legal, the weapons. And now I understand somebody local, they want to prosecute these people. It's a disgrace.
Well, I missed this one. I don't know what this is about. But here we go. We got President Trump chiming in, and which, as a politician, he's serving his constituents, right? He didn't go in with the mind state that I'm not president of Black America, I'm president of America, right? He went in with the mind state that I'm president of America with the understanding that America is white. His constituents are white. This is the way they see it, right? So, there's, if you go through the news, you'll start seeing slips. Like, you'll have people have interviews and be like, the blacks are organizing. Other people need to organize as well. Stop. Hold on. What do you mean? The blacks are organizing. Other people, other people need to organize as well. So in many cases, when they talk about the idea of peoplehood, is not included with us. So it's easy for people to walk over our issues, right? Because and we got to start checking them at these points. Now, Trump, what he's doing is he's highlighting that whites are victims too, in the light of what's going on, right? Which is, in a sense, a signal saying, I'm still with y'all. Got you, right? But when you look at the statistics, it don't fit. Because actually there should be more white people. If police are killing people, there should be more white people dying, right? So possibly, let's look at the statistics. When you go down here, they give you an idea about the statistics, and they break it all down for you so that you can look at it. Because the Washington Post been keeping these numbers. Black Americans are more than twice as likely to be shot. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's like they ain't saying. Because they always try to reframe the argument. The argument isn't, in the whole idea of Black Lives Matter, police brutality on black people. The idea isn't that it's happening to other people. We just want to shine a light on that it's happening to us, and it's happening to us at a higher rate. And it's something that needs to be done about it. But what you start watching and what you start seeing is that people want to derail their argument and say, well, me too. We need it too. Right? And the PC is when you take care of those that are at the bottom, everything else starts to shape up. That's my only issue, because it's like, I just wanted to laugh at the Great Pumpkin and his rhetoric. Do you notice that he repeats shit over and over again? And maybe that shit works. Maybe I might need to start using that. When I make a point, because we know white people die, Donald Trump, but black people die. In fact, they die at a higher rate. Did that work? Nah, that ain't my style. I can't. All right, so the Donald, this from the Washington Post. Nixon signed. Here we go. Let's just look at it. Look at the headlines. I got two Washington Post windows open. Nixon signed this key environmental law. Trump plans to change it to speed up pipeline, highways, and highway projects and more. So this is gonna read about this. This is about your boy, the Great Pumpkin. He gonna sign. He's gonna get rid of a law. The president planned to streamline the National Environment Policy Act, a bedrock environmental law signed with much fanfare by President Richard M. Nixon in 1970, which would make it easier to build highways, pipelines, chemical plants, and other projects that pose environmental risks. So it's going to be harder for us to defend poor communities. You know what I'm saying? Our communities. You know what I'm saying? They're going to be able to build all types of plants because they need this shit processed, but they don't want the shit processed where they at. You know what I'm saying? The closest they want to get to it is Walmart, the local store. But that shit got to be processed, and a lot of these processing plants, a lot of these chemicals that are used are very dangerous, so they're going to put them in areas where people cannot defend themselves. And this law, in many ways, was supposed to protect the people. But your boy, we got to be on the watch. So there's a lot of stuff that he's changing on his way out of office. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a good chance that Dirty Joe going to beat him. So last night we had Folk Tales for Grown Folks. The story was The Farmer and the Cranes. And it's basically, when talk is not enough, you're going to have to follow up with action. That's in everything that we do. Talk is not enough. We got to follow up with action. We're going to be doing it here real soon. We also had a conversation with John Calhoun last night about ancient African architecture, as well as creating many different type of documentaries, as well as the power of. Did I move it? Yeah, let me move this. The power of once again that institution piece and being able to repeat the stories over and over and over again. And it'll be different ways, but that's what happened to us, family. You know what I'm saying? We have been infected with this mental virus. In many cases, mental, emotional, and spiritual. And in some cases, even physical virus of this environment. So we feel bad when we have to stand up and ask for our due or tell somebody that they owe us, especially when there's other groups, because we feel deep down inside we might not really deserve it. But family, we do. We do. There would be no country here if it was not for your bloodline. None. None. And we need to come out of the shadows of feeling bad about our connection here and really start big up in it and start letting people know the legacy that we left. Of course, still embracing the fact of our original home and our connection to to Africa. But we need to really start stressing our connection here as well, because we have to start slapping people in the face with facts when they come with all this supremacist bullshit. Because it's all bullshit. It's all bullshit. And we have to be able to say that. And, when they say this, because when you listen to John, what he's talking about is when they say this, we want our children and we want ourselves. We want to be able to have our talking points in line just like they do. Well, we send somebody to the moon. Well, you actually wouldn't have been able to send them to the moon if it wasn't for the calculation of the abilities of black women to calculate those numbers to help you get that shit together. You actually wouldn't have been able to do that if it wasn't for about 5 inventions prior to that all the patents were held by black people. Just shit like that. It's not hard. It's not hard at all. Actually, that's actually what we should do. So a major piece that we have to really deal with within the reparations is the whole education piece. Whether we're going to change the national curriculum or we're going to have the ability to expose our children to our curriculum. And if other people want to come in, by all means, you know what I'm saying? By all means, you can, but you be prepared to be uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? Because it's going to be black. You know, that's how that curriculum going to be. All right. Here we go. U.S. Conference of Mayors supports commissions to study giving reparations to African Americans. There we go with that study shit. They're going to give you a study, but they're going to give everybody else. I mean, if you looked at that executive order I showed y'all the other day for the Hispanic family, they wasn't studying shit. They was giving resources. We don't need no studies. We got enough studies. We know. What the fuck? Have we got scholars that done did this? We know how it affected us. So this is window dressing. We don't need to fall for the window dressing. Now we need to start pushing on these council of mayors and start putting in their minds. Now they ain't talking about no goddamn study. We're not gonna study our way up out this situation. Studying is not gonna break down that gap, that wealth gap. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna take some national efforts, some national and city and local efforts to really, really break down that gap. And to really provide the resources and the opportunities for us to move forward. I think that's it for now. But family, this is Brother Hatim. I want to thank y'all for joining us this beautiful, beautiful morning. I done got out the habit of taking my computer. I really don't feel like taking my computer, so more than likely there will be no DigiTV today again. I want to thank all those that's been tuning in. I'm going to work it out. Brothers going to work it out. Brothers going to work it out. Brother's gonna work it out. Brother's gonna work it out. Work it out. Brother's gonna work it out. Somebody tell me what movie that's from. But I'm out. What is a lion? What is a whale without his pod? What is a monkey without his troop? What is a wolf without his pack? The answer is very simple. They are the same thing that a human being is without a tribe. Pray.